Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. Well, today was a crazy day in crypto, wasn't it? Yeah, talk about insane volatility and prompted, in this case, by some serious fake news that caught the attention of pretty much crypto markets globally. It had to do with, and many of you may have heard about it at this point, but I still have to talk about this at least a little bit. Um, Fake stories of Walmart utilizing Litecoin. No, it's not a real thing. But damn, we had some price pump for Litecoin, which didn't last long. Let's go ahead and just recognize that. But I will say this too: if you're wondering if XRP is going to be a wonder, if you're wondering if XRP will eventually go nuts, will go parabolic, the answer is it will. The answer is yes. That's my personal, humble opinion. And I'm going to explain why I firmly believe that. And also, I want to propose that we do a little case study as time unfolds. And just look, I've been highlighting on this channel for comparative purposes what's been happening surrounding the price action of a cryptocurrency called HBAR. I've been highlighting how there have been all sorts of freaked out, emotional people treating it and responding to it the same as you've seen people respond to XRP. Oh my gosh, XRP's not moving. It's so low. Oh my gosh, all these other coins are going. That the same type of crap. But I'm illustrating that it happens, well, frankly, in probably just about every coin. Because any coin that you don't own, if it goes up and whatever you hold isn't going, then this is what humans do. They start questioning, oh my gosh, have I made the right choice? But that's not how this works. The whole market moves in tandem. So the question should be more like, did you buy a cryptocurrency? Oh, the answer is yes. Then yes, it goes up. That's pretty much it. And so I want to use HBAR to illustrate this because, I'll explain as we get into the video actually. But before I go further, I do want to be clear that I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related stuff, but purely as a hobby, just for fun. I don't want anyone to think I'm someone or something that I'm not. Just a simple little moon Lambo here. As I record this, XRP's at $1.08, Bitcoin's at $45,198, market cap for the asset class right at $2.1 trillion, and Bitcoin dominance at 40.49%. And actually, before I show you the price action of Litecoin on a chart, which I will do, let's just go ahead and jump into this. Make sure everybody's caught up to speed because this is rather comical. Here's the headline from You Today, and this was covered by, pretty much every single crypto media outlet on the planet and all sorts of mainstream media outlets as well. But here's the headline. Litecoin creator addresses Walmart controversy. Litecoin creator Charlie Lee told the Wall Street Journal that the Litecoin Foundation's social media manager had thought that the news about Walmart accepting the altcoin was real. And so that's what this was all about. There's fake news from a particular website, and nobody vetted it. And then reputable, or at least what we thought were reputable sources, mainstream media sources, picked up the story, took it as gospel, and then started running with it. And then it just got worse because the guys you'll see here that was running Litecoin's social media account, he got tricked. This is insane. This is absolute insanity here. And so anyway, the social Litecoin Foundation's social media manager thought that the news about Walmart accepting the altcoin was real. And here's a quote. "It was wrong to retweet it. We deleted it quickly afterwards, but the damage was done." End quote. The nonprofit organization has also clarified that it hasn't entered into a partnership with Walmart. This is in line with a statement that was issued by a spokesperson of the retail giant earlier today. Yeah, so it's exactly a big nothing, but you had CNBC reporting on this, you had Reuters reporting on this, all sorts of other big names too. And it was all because of the story from Globe Newswire, which was just completely fabricated. And so you got to wonder, like, which reputable news source, like these big names like Reuters and CNBC, who covered it first, and why did they think that it was okay to not vet the source and make sure that this was actually true? Isn't that kind of a bigger deal? Because I can understand how anybody reading this would just take, I mean, because look, those sources, they are perceived as reputable. And then you had the Litecoin Foundation itself, they tweeted out that they had entered this. That they had entered this because, again, like the social media manager guy, he's like, oh, I missed this major news, I guess. And then he tweeted it out from that official account. And so, of course, everybody thought that it was real. But damn, like, what a complete failure of media. That is astonishing here. And so you've got this. Here's the actual chart. This is from somebody named Dark on Twitter. This shows the pump of Litecoin today, where it went up and then immediately back down and then sideways back to where it was effectively. And so it's funny because it basically made the shape of the letter L, and then they wrote here ITECOIN, spelling out Litecoin. So if you're looking at your screen, you can see what I'm talking about. I got a 2 to 3 chuckle situation out of that, so I thought I'd share it with you. And then Anthony Pompliano wrote the following on this topic. Everyone is yelling and screaming about regulating the crypto industry after this morning's fake press release. The DOJ will look for the people responsible. But we should have a conversation about who is regulating the media for not doing their diligence before publishing. Right, yeah, that's a conversation worth having. They should have been more diligent. And then somebody below, you can see on the screen here, wrote that this is a ridiculous take because even the Litecoin, the verified Litecoin account, tweeted it out. But no. The verified Litecoin account tweeted out as a result of mainstream media reporting that it was true. So, I mean, it's a failure all around. Like the Litecoin account, the guy, the social media guy, should have maybe talked to somebody, just verified it before doing it. Of course, yeah, so that's a failure too. But still, this is the bigger picture is about media in general here. Oh, and by the way, I meant to mention this too before moving forward. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index. You might be wondering, how are the lemmings feeling today? They're fearful. The lemmings out there are very fearful at 30 out of 100 on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Because emotions, reasons, it's just completely absurd and ridiculous, as I'm going to continue illustrating on this channel. And by the way, worth mentioning this as well, Michael Saylor, founder and CEO of MicroStrategy, they have purchased an additional 5,050 Bitcoins for $242.9 million in cash at an average price of $48,099 per Bitcoin. And so as of September 12th, they're hodling 114,042 Bitcoins for $3.16 billion, and their average price is $27,713 per Bitcoin. So mark my words here. Either MicroStrategy is going to become one of the, or maybe just about the wealthiest company on the planet if you fast forward like 10 years. Well, we'll see. There could be other cryptocurrencies that go bonkers, like including XRP, because Ripple could be one of the most valuable companies too. But MicroStrategy could be way, way, way up there, being this early in the game, assuming Bitcoin does indeed continue to be adopted for the long haul. And if they're wrong, well, at least they have a profitable business model, so they'll lose everything invested in Bitcoin, but their business seems to be a solid and legitimate business, so they're probably still not going to go away. But they could be just they could have more money than God, effectively. Which also, you know, like I've said before, too, as it pertains to Ripple and XRP, it could certainly be true of Ripple. You're talking about like another trillion or multi-trillion-dollar company. It's not outside the realm of possibility. Okay, so now let's talk about XRP and let's talk about HBAR. Can we do this? Yes, we can, because it's my channel, damn it, not do what I want. And so there is a tweet from somebody named Rob who wrote, I like how HBAR might hit a new all-time high today, yet you don't see a single influencer with 200,000 plus followers on Twitter he's referencing, outside of Credible Crypto talking about it. Makes no sense to me. Yeah, not horrendously surprising. So HBAR, it hit its all-time high, I guess it was what, in May, or was it March? I can't remember now. Oh, I guess it was March, yeah. Time flies by, guys. So in March, HBAR hit its all-time high of 45.7 cents here. And at the time I'm recording this, it's at 42 cents. Its 24-hour high, which it hit just a little bit ago, was 44.3 cents. It's like right up there, just knocking on that all-time high's door. Not quite there yet, though. And it's been volatile. It's been as low as 37 cents within the last 24 hours. But nobody's paying attention to this. So when are people going to pay attention? This is why I said it's like we should use this effectively as a case study. And the reason I'm saying this, in part, is because I suspect that you're going to see HBAR pop off parabolically before XRP. And the reason I say that is not because I'm so confident that in HBAR that it's going to do that. It's really more so that XRP historically has lagged behind everything else. It just pops off at the tail end of the market. So if I had to guess, and I don't know this to be the case, I don't know for sure. Of course I don't. I'm not pretending I do. But if I had to guess, I would think that XRP is going to be more likely to pop off towards the tail end of the market, which I'm perfectly fine with, because I'll have a better idea of how high it might be reasonable to expect XRP will go in terms of price action, seeing how high other cryptocurrencies went before it, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, for example. But HBAR here, I've been highlighting in recent days, and this is the reason why. Like, people are responding emotionally in the same way that they respond to XRP. So don't feel like it's just you. Like, when you see all these other coins going off, if you're holding XRP, it doesn't mean that XRP will never have its day in the sun, but this is just how people respond. This is how people feel. It's emotions, and emotions are stupid, which is why I just don't have them. And so Credible Crypto retweeted that from Rob, noting again that tweet noting that people aren't really paying attention to HBAR right now. And by the way, the reason people aren't paying attention to HBAR right now is because until it starts running up parabolically, it's not validated. People don't buy cryptocurrencies when they're cheap by and large. I mean, I do. Maybe you do listening to this. Maybe you're more savvy. You're in the know if you're the type to research, but a lot of these people don't know what the hell that they're doing. And so Credible Crypto wrote, "Everyone's sleeping on HBAR. Maybe they'll start talking about it when we hit $1 plus." And then somebody named Crypto Sam had a funny response to that and wrote, "You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it buy HBAR until it's above $1. And so, look, here's what I'm going to illustrate, because I feel strongly this is going to happen. And look, I don't know that it's going to have its parabolic rally right when it breaks through its previous all-time high from March. I'm not saying that necessarily. I mean, it could be the case, but I am suspecting, it's a for fun guess, that HBAR is going to at some point go parabolic before XRP. That's my bet. And I'm going to be highlighting just how people weren't paying attention to it, just how almost nobody wanted to buy it when it was cheap, like it is right now, and just like nobody wanted to buy it when a month or so ago when it was down to 16 cents. Nobody wanted to buy it because it's scary and it's going down. What if it goes lower? This is how humans behave, and it's stupid. It doesn't make any damn sense. We're in a bull market. Everything moves up together. And so what I'm going to do when this happens, when this damn thing pops, I'm going to highlight and say, see? This is what I was talking about. XRP comes after this, and that's what I suspect will happen. I could be wrong, fine, but that's what I suspect will occur. But see, to me, it's good to be aware of this, be aware of these individual instances where this happens, and specifically call individual cryptocurrencies like this out as examples, because it's getting called out for the same stuff. Oh my gosh, HBAR is not getting used for anything. There's no utility, blah, blah, blah. Which is made up stuff. Like, HBAR doesn't have to be used to use Hedera. It's a bunch of nonsense stuff, and it's never going to break $1. I don't buy any of that crap. It's just a bunch of FUD and people that are emotionally saying whatever the hell is up in their noggin. It's not credible stuff. But that's what they're saying. And so once this damn thing actually does take off, I'm going to say, look, this is how humans behave. Look at the silly humans. Look at the lemmings. They didn't want it when it was cheap. But now that it costs more, it's validated. Now everybody's talking about it. Everybody wants it. And it's going to continue to move to the upside. It's not even about fundamentals. And so take a look at this. Somebody named NMK had a thoughtful question on this very topic, actually, and asked Credible Crypto the following about HBAR. Hey, Credible Crypto, honest question. You don't have at least a slightest doubt that, yeah, maybe HBAR is one of the best projects out there, but maybe not necessarily this will be reflected in price action because of the stupid crypto space nature, ? Which, by the way, is a totally legitimate question. And Incredible Crypto responded in line with what I was thinking. And he wrote, nope, people don't care what a coin does. Once they see a few massive green candles, they fall in love with it. We'll get that on HBAR soon, and then it will take care of itself. Yeah, and so this is the point that I wanted to make. This is true of XRP as well. To anybody out there that's afraid that the SEC action is going to prevent XRP from participating in this market cycle, I say no. I think you're mistaken on that point. About 95% of trading occurs outside of the United States anyway, and once money flows in, it's just going to be follow the leader. It's just lemmings. It's just lemmings, one after another, following. That's exactly what's going to occur. It's not about fundamentals. which is why what he's saying here about H bar, I believe that's likely to be correct. That's my personal opinion. We'll see if that ends up being the case. I suspect that it is. I think that will be true of XRP and the vast majority of every cryptocurrency on the planet. Which is why last market cycle you saw that every single parabolic chart, I mean, it looked exactly the same. One chart to the next, you couldn't even tell them apart. If I took away the actual numbers and the title of the chart, you would not be able to tell which cryptocurrency was which. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, you wouldn't know. They all look the same. It wasn't about fundamentals. It's money cycling through the cryptosphere. That is still happening. Humans are not more sophisticated than a few years ago. They have not figured out which cryptocurrencies deserve to be here. They are not sufficiently betting with their dollars based on fundamentals. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm with Credible Crypto on this. It's totally a legit question to ask, but yeah, I'm with Credible Crypto on this. It's coming, and it is for XRP as well. Here's a tweet from chart analyst Michael Vanderpop. Today was a day of volatility, but overall, not much has changed in the markets. Altcoins are continuing their momentum, especially Layer 1 protocols. Conclusion: don't get emotional from some short-term volatility caused by fake news. Zoom out. I thought that was a really good tweet, so I want to share it. And then there's this one. Bitcoin. This is also from Michael Vanderpop. Bitcoin exchange reserves are getting to very low levels. That's a signal that we've got more and more holders. The inevitable is still about to happen. Heavy supply shock upwards, in which we'll get a big run to higher numbers. So look, what we're talking about here is there's less Bitcoin on exchange now than there was a couple months or so ago. It's been taken off. There are people that have been buying the dips, buying the lows, and so as a result, as more new people come in, they have to fight over less Bitcoin. And you understand how supply and demand works, so I don't have to explain that to you. More people fighting over less available Bitcoin make price go up, right? So that's what we're working with here. Bitcoin's leading the market. It will for the duration of this market cycle, if not throughout the next market cycle too. Maybe it always will. I don't know for sure. But it is right now. And we want to see that. As it goes up, money will ultimately cycle into everything else. So this is absolutely fantastic, but I'm just sharing with you the data that is out there. It's publicly available. Just make yourself aware of this. Like, the best days are yet ahead. This market cycle, my gosh, the biggest fireworks are coming. I don't know if it'll be a few months or half a year or whatever, but we're at the tail end of this market cycle, which is why I started the video by saying, hey, if you're wondering if XRP is going to go nuts, if it's going to go parabolic, as far as I'm concerned, the answer is a definitive yes, close to 100%, as far as I'm concerned. But again, I'll go ahead and wrap up here, but I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.